this midpoint of a triangle, and if we draw one line parallel to the third side, then it will join the second side at the midpoint, means it will bisect this. Okay, so what we can say, that a midpoint of one side of a triangle, if it is drawn parallel to the third side, then it will bisect the second side into two parts. Okay, so this theorem we are going to apply here. So I am taking one question, that is question number 5 of exercise 8.2 NCERT. This is very important concept, boys. Okay guys, this is very important for your career. Okay, because I always say that 9th class is a building block of whole career of technical education. Okay, so you see here it is given, this is the question number 5, which is the diagram is given in NCERT book, and it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, as a, and also it is given that E and F are the midpoints. Okay, so and if E and R are the midpoints, it is given. Now we have to show that this AE line and EC line is trisecting this diagonal AB, this diagonal AB into three parts, like BQ is equal to QP is equal to QPD. Okay, 4, for example, the distance is 4, 4 and 4, like this we have to prove. Okay, so how we will proceed? So given thing is ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, so this is ABCD is parallelogram. So what is the property of parallelogram? Like AB will be parallel to CD. Okay, so AB will be parallel to CD, and this small length you see here, AE will also be parallel to FC. Why? Because it is drawn on the AB and CD. So first thing that we got is AB is parallel to CD. Also AE is parallel to FC. Okay, now AB will be equal to CD, as we know that the opposite side in a parallelogram are equal. So AB equal to CD. Now this is the first point. Okay, now the second point is A is equal to FC. Okay, so A is equal to FC. Why A is equal to FC? Because this E and F are the midpoints. So this is this distance, and this distance is the midpoint, and this is, and these are equal. For example, this is 4 and this is 4, then this will be 2 and this will be 2. That's why A will be equal to FC. So up to here you are is it clear? So now as you can see, opposite sides are equal, these two and these two opposite sides are equal, and also these are parallel, as we have proved here. A is parallel to FC. Okay, so by this we can prove that this AECF is a parallelogram. Okay, now after proving this, now we have to apply the convergence of midpoint theorem. So as I have told you, if one midpoint of one side is coming parallel to the third side, then this will divide the second side into two parts. So you can see there are two triangles I can see here. One is this triangle QCD, and other triangle that I can see here is BPA. Okay, so here I am taking this triangle DQC. So if you take the DQC, then F is the midpoint of DQC, F is the midpoint of DQC. Okay, so therefore FP, this FP will be parallel to CQ. Why FP will be parallel to CQ? So here the reason is written, AF is parallel to EC. So this AF is parallel to EC, therefore this FP will be parallel to CQ. So that is written here. Now P is the midpoint. Now P is the midpoint of DQ. I think we can understand by this triangle. This P is the midpoint. Why it is? Because this is AF is dividing this DQ into two lines. Therefore P is the midpoint. Okay, and like P is the midpoint, therefore what we can say that and F is also midpoint. So what is our theorem? If we take reverse, like F is a midpoint, so if it is joining parallel to this, then this P will be dividing this DQ into two parts. That's what is happening here. DP will be equal to PQ. You can see here. Why? Because F is a point, it is coming parallel, and it is given that it is a midpoint. This is not given it is a midpoint, but it is given that F is the midpoint. Therefore this F, and when we draw this line parallel, then this P is dividing this into PQ and DP. Okay, now one thing is clear. Now again we will take the another triangle, that is ABP. In this triangle also, if you see, E is the midpoint. Okay, so E is the midpoint of the triangle. Okay, it is given that this is the midpoint, okay, of this line. Therefore this is the mid. So if E is the midpoint, and if we draw a line parallel to this, then this Q will be dividing this Q will be dividing PB into two parts. PQ is equal to QB. Are you getting? So similarly, so that's why what we have written, PQ is equal to QB. Now this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. You see here, this is equation 2, this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So when we combine equation 1 and this equation 2, what we get? dP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. Means dP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. That's what the question was. Show that the line segment AF and EC bisects the bisects the diagonal BD. Okay, so thank you very much for giving your attention. Thank you.